So when you are done with the dailies, that's when we have a couple of routes to go. Basically what you need is what you want to do, but my suggestion is you can go to Dimensional Portal and then you can go to Forest of Ensnarement. With your main character, you want to grind here every day for the, you can grind here 30 minutes per day, and you will drop this Sealed Kshatriya soul, which can be traded with the other alt characters. And then every day you do this, the 30 minutes on your main, grind there, and with your alts you also go in, but you only do the boss at the end of the Forest of Ensnarement, the Kshatriya soul, and receive some nice loot box from the reward. So you can do this on every single character you have. If you really try hard, it only takes like 5 minutes each. So 30 minutes for grinding a day, plus 9 times 5 minutes, so 45 minutes. So that's now we are almost at 3 hours per day. And then in between, if you can, you want to grind the weekly portals, which are, you can see here, there are timestamps that you have for weekly portals. They open up basically every couple hours for 1 hour. In these ones, you're not alone. Other people are in there too, and most of them also have PvP. But what you want to focus on is Exiles, Rave Monastery, and Abandoned Underground. These give you a lot of loot. For example, Abandoned Underground can drop you endgame rings. Rave Monastery can drop you the Transcend runestones as well as the upgrade materials for it. And Exiles drops you a lot of money and these enchant magic stones, which you can use to enchant your gear. So now, let's say you do 1 hour per day on the weekly dungeon. They are kept to, I think, 10 hours per week. And then we have 4 hours now where you are basically doing something. If you now have even more hours to spend, then you can start doing fishing, herbing, and ores, which you will need in endgame basically. Additionally, you can also receive rubies from the weekly portal Rave Monastery. You have to go to the last floor. There you will find a door. You go through the door. There is a boss that only you can kill because you are the only one fighting the boss. And that one drops you 500 rubies as well every day. So that's another nice addition. So now we basically have 4 hours already planned for the day. Another very useful thing when you have a little bit better gear is the Secret Sea portal. But this will be more a 750 gear score plus portal. So yeah, this is 30 minutes per day as well. And then we also have the Shrine of Greed, which you can go through through the main menu. You go into it for 10k gold. You have 8 hours per week in there. When you are in the Shrine of Greed, you talk to this tower manager, buy an entrance ticket for the stage 1, and then you go up here, interact with it, activate the stage 1 ticket you just bought, move to it. Here you can see 600 recommended item levels. So this is also a little bit later, maybe like you can reach 600 in about 1 to 2 days. If you focus on your 9 alts first, then maybe 3 days. But when you have those 9 alts set up, then you will dash through the item levels really, really fast because of the ruby gain you have. And it's very important to do so if you want to stay completely free to play. So this is basically the starting guide itself, so what you want to do in like the first 1, 2, or 3 days. Now we cover what you first want to buy in the ruby shop when you have your alts set up and you're farming rubies every day. The very first thing I already showed you are the character slot expansion tickets. You use your first rubies to get a total of 9 character slots, as I mentioned. And after that, I would suggest you to first get this Elyon Adventure Strata Package 3 for 4,250 rubies. In this package you get a T4 Luminous, which is a very good start. If you are lucky, you even get the right Luminous for your class. That's even better. You get 30-day Stars Blessing, which increases some of your stats as well as your inventory space, which is very, very important, I think, because your inventory space is always so cramped. Then you get some storage and some inventory additions and 10,000 gears to spend, which you can also spend on either Luminous or RNG boxes. Next up, you probably want to get those epic enhancement package as soon as possible, because in the first days you will get only blue gear. You will make it. You will upgrade it to +10, as I showed before for Palace of Opportunity. But then your main should progress further through the story, and when you keep progressing to the 47 story quest, you will receive a main hand purple and an offhand purple. That one you can upgrade with those materials. It's really cheap, basically 1.5 characters almost for the daily rubies. And with those materials you can fully upgrade those purples to +20, the main hand and offhand. Then you want to start doing your daily dungeons, because now you are probably around 400 item level. And here you will drop epic gear, which you will need to further progress and use the enhancement packages I just showed to upgrade it to +20. If all your purple gears +20, you should have around 650 item level. After that, you want to go on to the legendary gear, which you now already should have a couple of, because you already have the one you got from logging in the first time. And then depending on how many characters you now have on level 47, you have additional ones from those boxes. Now you want to use the next packages, the legendary packages. You want to buy those. It's basically like 2 dailies, two characters full of dailies, and upgrade that legendary gear additionally. So this is the bare bones you really need from the Ruby shop. You will buy a lot of those probably because you need a lot of enhancement auras. You can buy the enhancement auras for gold, as I mentioned, but these enhancement auras are very cheap. It's like 10 million for 2.4k rubies. So that's really good and efficient. In between, when you are waiting to get more legendary gear, but you're still doing your dailies on your alter characters, you want to purchase the Elyon pass. I know it shows February, but it still works. So you buy this one for 2.5k. And then you buy 3 more of this 10 package pass to level it to max level. And this will also get you another T4 Luminous and some pity pieces for a free T5 Luminous even. So this has insanely good value as well. If you want to be really efficient, you would want to buy one of the clouds for one cloud for 840 rubies. But you can similar speed mount when you hit level 47 through the main story quest, so you don't actually need to buy this, just as a quick startup when you just start and you have some money to spend, or if you did your first character and you have the 1200 rubies, then you can consider using one cloud to progress faster through the main story quest and run faster. Every time you have some spare time or AFK time but you're on the PC, I would suggest you to make new characters, or delete one character, make a new character to get additional premium pets and level them up. I wouldn't specifically go for it if you don't need to, but when you are, for example, watching a movie or something, you can probably in that movie time, you can get up to 90 premium pets and probably level up 2 or 3 different premium pets to grade 5. So it's always a nice gain. It's just not something you would 100% consciously focus on. Just when you're half AFK on the PC, then you should go and create premium pets through characters. Now that you're pretty far into the game already, you should have 650 gear score. You should consider going into the Transcend dungeons here. And the last one, which requires item level 450, gives you a free chest piece on Legendary. It's random rolled for your class. So that's one really important thing as well as the Hall of Challenges. I suggest you to gear up first. Resets are on Thursday, so gear up as far as you can till Wednesday and then do the Hall of Challenges so you don't lose time going through the floors. It's like when you are decently geared, it takes maybe like half an hour. And if you are not so geared, but you can barely finish 50 floor, then it can take up to 2 hours. So you don't really want that. So you should really gain progress first, and then shortly before the reset, get Hall of Challenges done.